In this lecture, we will cover LLMC 1976 in a complete and exam-oriented way, including important articles, limitation amounts, salvage, Article 4 interpretation, and the 2012 amendment. LLMC was introduced to protect ship owners from unlimited liability while ensuring fair compensation, thereby encouraging global maritime trade. Article 1 defines who can limit liability, including ship owners, operators, and importantly, salvors. Article 2 is very important. It includes claims arising from salvage operations. If a salvor causes damage while rendering salvage services, that liability can also be limited under LLMC. Article 3 excludes certain claims. For example, salvage reward itself cannot be limited, but damage during salvage can be limited under Article 2. Article 4 defines when limitation can be broken, and this is the most important concept in LLMC. The fundamental principle of LLMC is that limitation is virtually unbreakable. This means the right to limit liability is the rule, and breaking it is a rare exception.
The IMO clarified through Resolution A.1164 that Article 4 must be interpreted as virtually unbreakable. To break limitation, the conduct must reach the level of willful misconduct. Gross negligence is not enough. If the conduct is so serious that it is not covered by insurance, then limitation may be broken. This is called the insurability boundary. Recklessness alone is not enough. There must also be knowledge that damage would probably occur. Both conditions must exist together. The actions of crew or master are irrelevant. Only the shipowner's personal conduct is considered. Article 5 deals with counterclaims. If both parties have claims against each other, only the net amount is payable after adjustment. Article 6 defines limitation amounts based on ship tonnage, calculated in SDR, where the amount calculated in accordance with personal injury is insufficient to pay the claim mentioned therein in full. The amount calculated in accordance with property claims shall be available for payment of the unpaid balance of claim under personal injury. For salvors not operating from a ship, LLMC assumes a tonnage of 1,500 GT for calculating limitation. These are the limits introduced by the 1996 Protocol, replacing the outdated 1976 values. The 2012 amendment increased compensation limits by about 51% and was adopted using the tacit acceptance procedure. These are the latest limits after the 2012 amendment. The 1996 Protocol was introduced because the original limits became too low due to inflation and to introduce tacit acceptance procedure. Article 7 provides separate limits for passenger claims, calculated based on the number of passengers the ship is authorized to carry. The limit is calculated as 175,000 SDR per passenger. Article 8 defines SDR as the unit of account. SDR is an international reserve currency defined by the IMF, ensuring stability. Article 9 states that all claims are aggregated into one fund, and the total liability cannot exceed the limit. Article 10 allows the shipowner to limit liability even without constituting a limitation fund. Article 11 allows the shipowner to create a limitation fund in court equal to the calculated limit. Once the limitation fund is created, all claims must be made against that fund only. Article 12 deals with how the limitation fund is distributed. Once the fund is constituted, it is shared among all claimants on a proportionate basis. However, there is an important priority. Claims for loss of life or personal injury are given preference over property claims. Only after satisfying personal injury claims is the remaining fund distributed for property damage claims.
Article 13 protects the ship owner further. Once the fund is created, claimants cannot arrest the ship or take separate actions. Article 14 deals with the governing law. While LLMC provides the overall framework for limitation of liability, the actual procedure for distribution of the fund is governed by the law of the state where the fund is constituted. This means issues like how claims are processed, how money is distributed, and procedural rules are decided by national law, not directly by the Convention. Article 15 defines the scope of application of the Convention and allows countries to extend it through national law. Article 16 explains where and when the Convention applies. It states that LLMC applies whenever the case is brought before a court of a contracting state. Importantly, it applies irrespective of the nationality of the ship. So even if the ship belongs to a non-contracting state, LLMC can still apply if the case is heard in a contracting state. Article 17 explains how states become part of the LLMC Convention. A state may sign, ratify, or accede to the Convention. However, the Convention becomes legally binding only after ratification or accession. Article 18 allows states to make reservations when adopting the Convention. This means a country can choose to exclude certain types of claims from the application of LLMC. For example, a state may decide that wreck removal claims should not be subject to limitation under LLMC. These reservations must be declared at the time of signature or ratification. Now let's connect LLMC with IMO Resolution A.89821, which provides guidelines on shipowners' responsibilities in respect of maritime claims. While LLMC gives shipowners the right to limit liability, this resolution ensures that shipowners cannot escape responsibility. It emphasizes that shipowners must maintain adequate insurance or financial security so that claimants receive proper compensation. The resolution applies mainly to ships of 300 gross tonnage and above, and requires that insurance should cover liabilities up to the limits specified in Articles 6 and 7 of the LLMC Convention. It also mandates that ships must carry an insurance certificate on board, ensuring transparency and accountability. So, in simple terms, LLMC protects shipowners, but this resolution protects claimants. I'm breaking down MEO Class 1 topics in the simplest way possible. If this helped you understand better, consider subscribing. More important topics are coming. Thank you.